guys, welcome back. Well, we have less than a minute or less than 30 seconds to market open, and you guys already know we're having back-to-back losses. We had two losing days, back-to-back losses, last week Friday and yesterday. Alright, so let's just hope today becomes or turns out good. We have about 15 seconds to market open, so I'm gonna select this level here. If price breaks above this level, then take a buy, and if price breaks below this level, you take a sell trade. So let's see. I'm buying. I don't care. I'm buying. I'm taking my buy position right there. Going for a 25-point stop. Stop loss right there. Modify position. Alright, so I'm going for 1 to 3. Okay, so this is a new rule, okay? This is a new setting we're going to be using. Okay, and I'll show you guys a new setting. If price goes to 1 to 1.5, I put my stops to break even. Okay, so if price goes to 1 to 1.5, stops to break even. 1 to 2, stops to 1 to 1. 1 to 2.5, stops to 1 to 1.5, and then wait for it to get TP hit. Okay. So if I have a break even once, then I can, remember, only 2 trades max for the day. Okay, I don't know why the market hasn't been so volatile lately. Like, I know there are a lot of people selling here. We've already broken above it, so I definitely believe price should keep pushing to the upside. Now I'm serious on this because we have a lot of people selling here. You can see if price had a reaction to the downside, then I would have said, okay, because we have a lot of people selling here. Notice how even at the CPI, because of this level, we ended up still dropping to the downside, showing that we have a lot of people selling here. So yeah, I really hope price just keeps pushing, man. So close to 1 to 1.5. Okay, so 1 to 1.5, stop loss to break even. Stop loss to break even. Then if we get to 1 to 2, stop loss to 1 to 1. So it's a risk free shit, sorry my bad. So it's a risk. Okay, I think I turned off my mic. So it's a risk free trade now. Okay, I think this is the first day of this week that we've had a big candle like this on NASDAQ. So just waiting for 1 to 2 to get hit so that I can put my stops to 1 to 1. Just hope we don't have a huge retracement on us. Oh my god. I was about to see what US 30 was doing. US 30 is dropping. if we get stopped at break even, then I'll look for a reversal trade here. Like I would be even happy if I close for a 1-to-1. Okay, that was some good volume right there. Just hope we keep it up. Okay, that was a 1 to 1.5 again. Let's see, are we going for 1 or 2? You see, I feel like this way I'll stop having a lot of losses because most times price goes to 1 to 1.5. But like before, I was waiting for price to hit a 1 to 2, then before I even touch my stop loss. But right now, my stop loss is already at break even. So even if we get faked out, then, or even if we get stopped out, I close for a break even. Okay. I just hope you have a good recovery on this. I don't know if it's because of the war that is happening, but the volume these days is just something else. I'll just look at it like I took a buy off for this level here. Like I know buyers are in control, so I don't know. I just keep pushing. So I hopefully we get to this level. Hopefully, hopefully we get to this level. That's a 1 to 2.5. We keep coming back up, but we still keep getting retracement. Okay, that was so close to 1 to 2. I was so about to put my stop right there. Yeah, but if I get a 1 to 1.1 to 1, then I'm done for the day for sure. Like if price hits the 1 to 2 and price comes all the way down to hit me on a 1 to 1, obviously I'm done for the day. That's a W. I want to see price get to this level at least this area here. Yeah, at least this area. I need to see price get there before I start seeing any retracement. Okay, okay, that's a 1 to 2. Stop loss right there. So a 1 to 1.5, 1 to 1, sorry. So my stop loss is at a 1 to 1. If I get stopped out on this trade, I'm calling it a day. I'm calling it a day. So same thing. If price goes to a 1 to 1.5, to a 1 to 2.5, I put my stop loss to 1 to 1.5. So that's the new way I'm going to be, trailing my stop loss. Your market, you can stop trolling. You can take me out if you want to. Okay, we have a new candle. Man, this movement so slow today. Okay, are we going for a 1 to 1 2.5? I think I can go home with $10 to be honest. I don't mind going with $10. Modify. I don't mind $10, man. Whoa, that was so. Okay, so go home with a 1 to 1. A little bit over like a 1 to 1.4, kind of. Like a 1 to 1.4, kind of. Yeah, so I don't know. Market is just playing around here today. But yeah, yeah, we call it a day. We call it a day. We call it a day. So that was really nice. We closed about $10 today. Closed about $10 today. That's covered up for one loss of yesterday. Now we still have to cover for all these remaining three losses in order for us to go back up. But yeah, this is what it is. I would call it a good day, but like a slow day instead. I call it a good but slow day instead. Now we're going for 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2.5. Oh my god. Oh my god. Market, you're crazy. But anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll call it a W day, to be honest. I'll call it a W day. The fact that we're still trading NASDAQ is, yeah. So US 30 is dropping to the downside now. If we were to trade US 30, most so the thing is, let me tell you guys something. If I was to trade US 30, I know some of you would have picked this area here as a level. Well, I would rather use this level instead. The reason is because if you see a huge retracement candle here, don't use the body, because most likely it's showing us that there are a lot of sellers at this level here. So don't use the body. If you see this kind of candle here, rather use the candle body. Use the candle's wick instead of the body. Okay. So I know here I used a US deck. Yeah. Okay, so price is already dropping. So here I used this level here, or this level here, and that was because the retracement candle wasn't that long. If it was this candle, I obviously cannot use the body because we have this huge retracement here. So just saying. So let's see, if we had traded US 30, most likely would have had a W. Most likely would have had a W, because I would have selected this high, this candle high here, and we didn't get to that high. So most likely I would have used this level here. Here. But that still looks like a huge retracement there on us. So we would have taken a sell position here, gone for 25. Okay. I think the calculation is different here. So 25, obviously that would have taken us out. That definitely would have taken us out. So let's say we used 40. 42 would have taken us out. So we can keep trading NASDAQ for now. Yeah, we can keep trading NASDAQ for now, since NASDAQ is the pair that is doing way better now. And what time it is? 9:40, and market is already showing the signs. At 9:30 we didn't have that much momentum, but at 9:40 we're already having the momentum. 9:40 is even having more volume than the 9:30 candle. Yeah, yeah. For some reason, the 9:40 candle is having more momentum than the 9:30 candle. Yeah, but Nasdaq still seems good, so we just have to keep trading Nasdaq. We just have to keep trading Nasdaq for now. Yeah. Momentum really came in strong. Yeah, so we'll call it a W day. I'll just call it a plus one RR today. I'll call it plus one RR today. But in my opinion, I feel like this new method of trading of stop loss really would avoid a lot of losses, because normally on a normal day, price will obviously go to 1.5. So if you can put your stop loss, if price is to 1.5 and you can put your stop loss at break even if you get stopped at a break even, it's still better than waiting all the way to a 1 to 2 before you put your stop loss at a 1 to 1. So that way, I just because I've been losing a lot lately, not a lot lately, but like I've had 2 losing days, and I'm trying to find out how I can reduce the losses, or what stage can I put my stop loss to break even. Yeah, but this is a new way. So just in case you guys want to understand it more, these are the levels: 0.75 as entry, 0.5 as a 1 to 1, 0.375 for a 1 to 1.5. Let me do it this way so you guys can see this. Alright, so this is my stop loss for 1. So 1 to 1 for 0.5, 1 to 1.5 for 0.375, 1 to 2 for 0.25, 1 to 2.5 for 0.125, and a full 1 to 3 risk reward for 0. So if price goes to a 1 to 1, do not do anything. If price goes, because 1 to 1 is still too early, price can still go back and forth. So wait till price goes to a 1 to 1.5. The 1 to 1.5, put your stop loss to break even. Then if price goes to a 1 to 2, like I did, or like what price did, put your stop loss to a 1 to 1. So even if price retraces on you, you're still good. You're going home with a 1 to 1. But if price then goes to a 1 to 2.5, then put your stop loss to a 1 to 1.5. So that way you're still up 5% after a 1 to 1, or you're still up some percentage after 1 to 1, and then just wait to price its TP. So your stop loss is not going to a 1 to 2. If price hits a 1 to 2.5, just let price go for 1 to 2.5. Put your stop loss to a 1 to 1.5, and then let price hit TP, or if it retraces on you, it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know. These days have just been slow, but today we were glad we had a good W, and yeah. So yeah, that will be it for the day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.